Hey you guys, so today I wanted to do a Coachella themed look for you. Just a heads up, this is a sponsored video. I'm going to be using all L'Oreal Paris products, so if you guys aren't down with that, that's totally fine, and just a heads up before we start. This look is going to be great for any kind of music festival. It's going to be long wearing. It's going to be something that if it kind of gets messed up throughout the night because you've been partying a little too hard, it's not going to look crazy. It's just going to look smudgy and still wearable. So yeah, this is also super easy and quick to do, so extra bonus. Let's jump into it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start by applying the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. I'm actually gonna go ahead and mix this with a moisturizer. Apparently I just became Batman. What can you do? I'm gonna mix this with a moisturizer to make it a little less full coverage. And just because I like how it looks in the summertime, so let's do that. Okay, so I'm just applying that in downward strokes, and then I'm buffing it in circular motions. And just a heads up, I've already applied my moisturizer and sunscreen. When you guys are gonna be out in the sun and having those rays on your delicate little skin, you wanna make sure that you have sunscreen down and moisturizer for sure, otherwise you can really mess up your skin real fast, girl. Hey Sam, you only have half of your eyebrows, that's cool, no, that's fine. And I'm just gonna bring that down my neck a little bit. So when our foundation is all applied and said and done, I'm going to take a sponge and just kind of go over the areas that tend to crease more and pick up that excess foundation. So just typically like around the mouth, and I get one right here because when I smile I get like this line. It's really unfortunate, but anyways. And right between my brows for me and my forehead is where I tend to get creasing in my foundation. So wherever it is that you kind of are like, ugh, trouble area, girl, go ahead and pick up that excess foundation. Okay, so I already have an eyeshadow base down, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the Treasured Bronze eyeshadow palette that looks like this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take these two colors here first and kind of blend them into the crease area. So I'm taking a nice little fluffy brush here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and basically blend that right into the crease, a little bit onto the lid, and then up towards the brow bone. And I'm doing more of a smoky eye today, and the reason for that is because when you're wearing this makeup for like 8+ hours, smoky eyes, they just get better with time, like a nice Merlot. You know, when you kind of like, if you're sweating or if it's getting like kind of like, you know, all oiled up in there, it doesn't look gross, it just looks cool as hell. Whereas if you have like this intense cut crease going, that's gonna start looking not so fly over time. Moving right along, I'm gonna go ahead and take this dark color from the palette here and apply that onto the lid. Just all over, connecting with that crease color. And making sure we're getting right into the lash line there. Sometimes when I'm applying it on my lid, I know that it's kind of hard to get it right to the lash line and I get this kind of white strip. We want to make sure that we're getting it right on that lash line there and into the lashes so that we don't have that gap, because we won't be applying liner today. Well, I won't. You can do whatever you want, girl. I ain't trying to hold you back. And I'm just going to take my little fluffy brush again and blend that out. Can I just say that the quality of drugstore makeup has changed vastly since I was younger. Like, I remember using drugstore products when I was like just starting to do makeup, like 13 and stuff like that, and like they were not quite on par with drugstore products these days. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this color Infallible called Bronze Divine, and it's actually more of an olivey color, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and apply that, and I'm gonna apply it with my fingers, so if I can get my nail in there. So I just have it on my finger like that. So I'm just taking that on my finger and packing on the color all over the lid and then right towards the inner corner there. And I'm just kind of avoiding this outer corner because I want to keep it that nicer kind of dark brown color. And then I'm just going to take a little brush and get a little bit closer to the inner corner there because my talon won't allow me to place color there. So there we go. So now I'm going to go back in with that dark color from the same palette, and I'm just going to darken it a little bit more on the outer corner here. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out that darker color there, just kind of bringing it into the crease and upwards, but keeping it as much on the outer corner there as we can. So now what I'm gonna do is one of my favorite things to do, which is I'm going to take that dark color there and I'm going to just apply it under my eye bag. I don't know what it is about this that I love so much. I just think that it looks so cool and like super sexy, and I just really like it a lot. So that's what I'm gonna do. And basically what you're doing is you're just leaving a gap between your lash line, and then you got like your little like puffy eye bag here, and then you're just kind of going on the outer corner, blending underneath. And then I'm gonna take the lighter shades from the palette and I'm just gonna kind of quickly blend that darker shade out with them. This is also gonna like open up your eyes and make them look a little bit bigger, and again, like if it kind of goes south during the middle of the night, it just ends up looking really badass. So we're gonna go with it. It may not seem cool now, guys, but I used to you know, hit a party once or twice a year back in my day. And I know what the kids are all about, and I know how to do makeup for these fun events. Last but not least, for eyeshadow, I'm gonna take a little bit of this kind of light color here, and it just has some nice shimmer to it. And I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner because why not, girl, why not? I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes here briefly. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some half lashes here. And the reason why I'm going for half lashes is because they are so comfortable, and if you have watery eyes and stuff like that, they're much less likely to kind of like come off during the day. I used to wear only half lashes. Like I had the wateriest eyes and I just couldn't find a glue that really worked for me. So because of that, like I would only wear half lashes, and these will stay on through apocalypses, chemical fires, extended sauna visits, pretty much anything. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Miss Manga, or Manga perhaps, mascara. And I like this mascara because it has kind of like this, well, look at the brush, man, it's crazy. It looks like a little tornado. And it's thinner towards the inner corner, which I do really like because I find that with some mascaras that I use, they have a brush that's the same thickness all the way through, and you're kind of like using this massive end. It's like getting all crazy in there because it's just too big, man. It's too big for the inner corner. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's not a lot of real estate over there. So this is the finished eye look. This is gonna be super long wearing, and if it does kind of smudge or whatever during the night, it's not gonna look all crazy on you. It's just gonna look cool. So yeah. So for the rest of my face, I'm gonna go ahead and use this light shade from the eyeshadow palette as a highlight. And I'm just taking that on a little brush, and I'm gonna apply it to the tops of my cheekbones. Oh yes, girl. So tops of my cheekbones. I'm just gonna take my finger and blend that out a little bit. Down the bridge of the nose a little bit here. I say a little bit and then proceed to apply like the most product anyone's ever seen. And then tops of the lips. For my bronzer, I'm going to use the Infallible Pro Matte Powder, and this is the darkest shade that they had, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the name of it because I took the sticker off. So just applying that under my cheekbones. And I'm just bringing that back into the hairline because I don't want it to have this kind of white rim going on around it. I'm going to apply a little bit just to the tip of my nose for a sun-kissed glow. And then around my temple and on the top of my forehead just a little bit. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take the True Match blush in Barely Blushing, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks. So just applying it to the apples of my cheeks, dabbing it on first to make sure I don't get too much product on there. And oh, I really like that blush a lot. Well then. And I'm just kind of blending that back into my contour. Oh man, I really like this blush a lot. So from here you could set your face with a powder, but I don't like to do that because I like my skin to look as shiny and dewy as humanly possible. If you have particularly oily skin, especially because I'm assuming you're gonna wear this makeup for an extended amount of time, you might wanna go in with a translucent setting powder and just kind of go all over your face. But for me, I'm going to use the Makeup Extender Spray, which is just like any other setting spray. So just from a little bit further away, I'm gonna close my eyes and just get that on my face a little bit. Oh my god, I love that feeling. Ugh, best feeling in the world. So for the lips, I'm just gonna be using the Color Riche Balm, and this is in the shade 518 Tender Mauve. And the reason why I went for this is because number one, it's a balm. Again, when you're outside in the hot sun, your lips get chapped damn quick, let me tell ya. And it also is just really easy to apply and just looks really simple and pretty. It's not like you're gonna have like lip liner and red lipstick all over the place. It's something that you can quickly swipe on and just kind of reapply easily throughout the night instead of having a lipstick on that you're gonna be worried about. So there you go. And I'm just gonna apply that over top. So that is everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this look and learned something cool today. Let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. Peace out.